Good people, good people, good people. Welcome back to the Gumtown Podcast, episode 216. I'm Doug B. If you tuned in to this podcast, thank you for your time and your attention. I really appreciate you giving it a shot. Today's guest, the founder and owner of Iconic Kitty Cosmetics LLC. I'm looking forward to this conversation, and I'm sure we'll all be inspired by her story. Let's chop it up with Qushondra Bass. Qushondra, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you, though?
Glad to hear that, and all is well on my end, too. First things first, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to chop it up with me. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you reaching out.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, we're to talk about all the great things you got going on with Iconic Kitty Cosmetics LLC. But before we talk business, let's get to know the woman behind the brand. Born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama, how's your upbringing in the Gump?
I actually wasn't born in Montgomery. I was born in Phoenix City, but I've been in Montgomery since I was five, all the way, all the way up to the end of high school, and then shortly after high school, I got married and I moved to Florida. But I was definitely raised mostly in Montgomery. Had a great childhood, great memories. Still have a lot of childhood friends that are some of my best friends to the day. So absolutely great experience living in Montgomery. I love my city, even with my brand. So with my name, Iconic Kitty Cosmetics, the meaning behind it is my products are named things that are iconic to me, that mean things to me. So, I have a lip gloss shade called the Gump. I have a lipstick called Burbank because I mostly was brought up on the east side off of Burbank. And I have an eyeshadow palette that I pay homage to our local rappers, So like we got Dirty Boys, small time ballers, rest in peace, Dobie, Supernard. So like I just love my city and that was my way of paying homage because I love rap music as well. So that was just my way of, showing the city that I really do love my city. Although, I technically stay in Pike Road now, but it's still the Gump around here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I was telling you offline, like I'm not one of those people that get caught up in Pike Road. Listen, Pike Road was the Gump before it was Pike Road, so people can,
Right.
you know. So cool. So that's great. So you've been in Montgomery since you were 5 years old, and got a
Mhm,
chance to pretty much grow up here and do all your schooling here. And
mhm.
so once you finished up high school, did you go right to college, military, or did you go to right to work?
So I took off one semester after I graduated, and then I went to state for a year, ASU. I went to ASU for a year, and then I took an externship with state in Orlando, Florida. And then from there, I thought I was grown and got married and got pregnant and then had my daughter. And so I came home when I was 7 months pregnant to have my daughter here because I didn't want to have her on a military installation in Florida because he was in the military. So I came back home to have my daughter. And so from there, after I had her, I did my 8 weeks here and I went back to Florida. So I was in Florida for about 6 or 7 years before I came back home. So I've been back in Alabama since about 2012.
Okay, good stuff. So you say that you went to the Alabama State University for
Yes.
1 year. So how was
hmm
the HBCU experience for you that 1 year you were there?
So it was good, but I can't say that I got the full experience only because I didn't stay on campus. So I'm the type, like I'm an introvert. So I was the type, I just used to go to class and I went home. It was no like hanging out on the yard. Now I did have a couple of girlfriends that stayed on campus and I would go to their dorms sometimes and chit chat, but like I wasn't one of the ones at the rows with them all the time and hanging out at all the parties. I just kind of kept to myself. So it was like go to class and go home. But I still enjoyed it. I had no issues, you know what I mean? So I still enjoyed it, but that's just my personality, especially more so back then. I'm more open now, but back then, like you would have to drag me out to get me like to go to a party or something like that. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'd rather be home. But yeah, it was a good experience though. So I love the part that when I went to the externship in Disney World. I loved that. That was like the most exciting thing. So
Okay, good stuff. And I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that. So that year you were at Alabama State, you just stayed true to yourself, stayed out the way, and didn't really hit the scene and party like that. Ain't nothing wrong with staying out the
nah.
way.
Yes, I was way out the way.
Yes, ma'am. Good stuff. So you ended up down in Orlando, Florida after you left Alabama State. So what did you experience any culture shock moving to Orlando from Montgomery?
No, because actually, my dad, he's military, so although I was born in Phoenix City, I was on there for like probably like some months, and then we were living in Panama City, Florida, because he was stationed at Tyndall Air Force Base, and that's where we were until I was 5. And so I'm a water lover, so I've always loved water and stuff. So it really wasn't a culture shock to me because I just used to because I was in Orlando and then I moved to Jacksonville because there's no beaches in Orlando, but in Jacksonville I was on the water all the time. So it wasn't a culture shock to me at all. Like it wasn't like I mean, some stuff is a little different, but it was expected. So, everything went smoothly to me, I try to get along with everybody. So it was all good for me.
Okay, awesome stuff. So that's good that just from prior experience with your dad being in the military, definitely appreciate his service, serving the country. So you already used to moving around and pivoting and adjusting to your environment. So moving to Orlando wasn't too much of a culture shock. That makes sense. Okay, good stuff. So make your way back to Montgomery. I think you were saying you've been back home since 2012.
Yeah, since 2012.
Okay, and you are the owner, operator of Iconic Kitty Cosmetics LLC, and you've already
Yes.
delved into just the inspiration behind the name and just some of the products just to pay homage to the city, which I think is great. I think it's an amazing thing that you're doing just in terms of how you've named the products and branded yourself. And I mean, Iconic Kitty Cosmetics is a dope name in general.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. So, when would you say you first realized you had this love, this gift, this passion for cosmetics?
So it started in junior high at Brubaker. I remember because I that was when my mom first started allowing me to wear lip gloss, like the little roll on lip gloss. It was $1 in the hair store. I'm talking about I used to go through them. When I tell you I used to go through them, and so that was always my thing. I always had lip gloss on me, and then as I got older, I started adding new things. Like it was lip gloss. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, when I'm in my 20s, I'm like, oh, I'm wearing lipstick. Because I would always think I wouldn't wear lipstick. That's for old people. That was my thought. Like, if you wearing lipstick, oh, you grown, you know what I'm saying? You got kids, family, houses, you got everything if you wearing lipstick. So it was a shocker to me when I first started wearing it because I was like, dang, I'm not even that old like that. And I'm around here wearing lipstick. And then, it went from lipsticks to eyeshadow, mascara. So like it just kept growing and I love to support different brands. Like I've never been the type to be like I only wear this brand or I only wear that. I like trying different things. And so as it went on and I'm trying all these different brands, I started to think to myself like I could literally do this. Like I love it so much. It would, because it wouldn't be like work to me because it's a passion. It's something I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I enjoy putting on products. I like when other people put on products and they like what they see because even though I believe in natural beauty, like I'm the type I could just walk out the house. I don't have to have, a beat down face. Just give me some lip gloss and some earrings and I'm good to go. But I know it's also people out there, like they wear makeup on a daily basis. Like they may wear it to work every day, or they maybe wear it just only on special occasions. And with Iconic Kitty Cosmetics, I just believe like it could just help you elevate your beauty. Not saying that you have to have it, but if you want it, it's there to elevate your beauty routine. To just put a little razzle dazzle on it. And so as the time went on, it did take 5 years. For 5 years, I kept saying, I'm gonna launch a business next year. I did this for 5 years. And it got to the point, when you tell your friends sometimes your dreams, after a while, I'm like, I know they tired of hearing it because I'm tired of saying it myself that, oh, next year I'm going to do it. And I don't really have a reason as to why I did it outside of fear. I have a fear of failure. I don't like rejection. So my thing was, what if I do it and it doesn't go well? Like, what if I do it and nobody buys my product? So it was a fear that stopped me from launching. And then the end of 2023, I was like, you know what? I'm doing it in 2024. I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew. Well, my daughter knew, but nobody knew that I was in the making, that I was doing the research, putting in the work. And then all of a sudden they saw a post on Instagram saying Iconic Kitty Cosmetics coming soon. And it's been up since there. So I launched last year, July 11th, 2024. I launched on my birthday last year. That's why I remember the date so well. But yeah, and so that's kind of how it was. I had a loving for lip gloss and it just grew into other products. And I decided, I buy all these other people products. So I'm like, even though I know everybody is probably a million makeup brands out there, but I'm not trying. It's not that I'm trying to be the number one makeup brand or outsell anyone else. I just feel it's enough room for everybody. It's enough money out there and for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to compete with each other. That's what I don't like when people feel like it's a competition. Like, why can't we just be all out here just grinding to get it? It doesn't have to be a competition.
Yes, ma'am. Spot on. Everything you said, just from terms of where you first got the love for cosmetics, like you're starting back in junior high and you just had that passion, that love for it, and which led to you launching this business last year on your birthday. And you just, so it's actually been a year plus since you launched the business.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
congratulations on making it to a year. That
Thank you.
is, yes, ma'am. 1 year down, many more to go. That's amazing. That you finally decided, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and be low key. I'm gonna build the brand behind the scene, do the research, do the homework, put it out there. Been in business for a year plus and continuing to rock and roll. And the last piece you were saying about just not competing, and I agree wholeheartedly. It's definitely enough money for us all to get it. Like we don't have to tear down the next person who may be doing the same thing we're doing because at the end of the day,
Right.
yes, ma'am. At the end of the day, we all have our own perspective. So no two product lines would be the exact same because we all have our own perspective and experiences.
Right. So yeah, that's, and it was hard for me at first to um you have to draw a line between personal and business. And I had a hard time with that at first because like I would post things and I would see people that, I thought, we cool, we friends, and like I'll see you like that you told Cardi B like happy birthday or reposted something that she did, but then when it come to my post, it's like, dang, you didn't even like the post or nothing, but like these people that you don't know, you support their pages. And it used to bother me, but my brother is the one that had to tell me, like, you got to separate, personal from business. You can't let it interfere. So I've been working with that and I'm much, much better than I was. But just being honest, it used to bother me, like when people that I consider, cool people or even friends, and I'm just like, dang, they'll repost this, like you'll repost that a picture of Naomi Campbell baby, but when I post something on my page, you don't repost me, and I just used to be like, well, that's weird to me because I used to expect me out of other people. Just because I would do that for you, that doesn't mean someone else would do it. I can't expect me out of someone else, and that's what I was doing. And I can't get mad at them. You're entitled to, it's your page, you do what you want to do. But I just used to side eye it, but I had to let that go. I couldn't, I had to stop letting personal get into business. They're two totally separate different things. I may feel that that's how it should be, but that doesn't necessarily make it right because you can support whoever you want to support. I can't make someone support me or expect you to because I thought we were cool or whatever. So that is the struggle that I had a lot at the beginning, but I'm much better with it now.
Hey, no judgment from me, and I completely understand. And that's the one thing I'll be transparent when I'm about to say this. Like that's the one thing God's still working on me because I'll be transparent with you. When I see people wish people have celebrities happy birthday and they share stuff, and I'd be like, dang, I do take it personal because I'd be like, I thought we was cool. Like I thought we was better than that.
Right.
Like you can't share my
Now let
stuff.
me let me get this straight
Go
right here
ahead, go
because
ahead, go ahead.
all my friends know, and when I tell you, everybody know I'm so big on birthday. Like if you don't do nothing else, you got to tell me happy birthday. So
Right.
I do have a birthday list, meaning I know I have a recollection. I know. So like if my birthday July 11th and you didn't tell me happy birthday and your birthday in September, please do not expect a happy birthday from me. I'm so sorry. Now that is a list I do have. I have a birthday list. I'm talking about I would tell your grandma if you post your grandma says my grandma birthday, I'm gonna say tell grandma happy birthday. But baby, once you miss my birthday or you tell me happy belated birthday, I might be that petty and intentionally give you a happy belated birthday as well. Even though I knew it was your birthday on your day, you was belated on mine. I'm gonna be belated on yours as well. Now I am petty when it comes to birthdays. Now that I can't shake that one. I'm gonna be honest. That's my number one. Don't play my birthday. We only get one of those. Don't play with me.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, and once again, no judgment. And you know what? It's just, hey, it's just proof that God ain't done with neither one of us. We still got
Right,
work to do.
right. But you around here telling Nicki Minaj her birthday like she about to say thank you to you. Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And it's so interesting, just talking about, sharing like your business posts is like just as I related to like sharing my podcast posts. It does it does like at times it does sting because I'd be like, dang, like I can share some nonsense and get love, but then when I share like some positive, like, hey, I got this podcast, I got these people, we talking about positive
Right.
stuff on the podcast, people overlook that. But you know what? Also, it also drives me to keep showing up because I'm like, hey, I'm not a household name yet, but the people that's not
Right.
sharing, one day they will share because they're gonna have to.
Right. The fact that you just said that, I was just literally today, I was talking to my daughter about this because I have a TikTok, Facebook, and an Instagram. So on TikTok, I posted yesterday that I got the Cardi B tickets when they were on the Verizon pre-sale yesterday. I'm talking 5,000 views. I post my stuff, 57 views, maybe 100, 200. I'm like, all I did was say I bought Cardi B tickets and everybody want to like and comment. And I was like, but when I post my content, I could barely get 100 views. And I'm just like so baffled. I'm like, why is it I'm talking about something outside of my business? Like if I go in there and do something crazy or cussing up a storm or doing this, I'll get views. But when I'm just, being authentic with posting my business, I just feel like how you said it gets overlooked. And it's just baffling to me. I just don't understand the algorithm, and I don't know. It's just so weird to me. But I guess, that social media is, people like drama and things of that nature. I come to see, like. But hey, like you said, I'm gonna keep posting. I'm on my 30-day journey right now. I'm on day 16 of posting every day because I felt like I wasn't consistently posting. Like I was posting maybe like I could give you at least 1 to 2 times a week, but I wanted to challenge myself to post more because I have the content. I guess sometimes I just feel like, I'm like when I do post it, nobody hardly share it or like it, or the same people, like my same, team of people, they're the ones that's always liking it and sharing it. And sometimes I just feel defeated. It's like, what's the purpose of keep on posting? But you just got to. You can't always look at the views. Just keep putting it out there. Like you said, maybe one day I'll make a one and it'll go. But I've had a couple that did very well because like Glorilla wore my lip liner and her makeup artist tagged me and said, she had on. So of course that did well because a celebrity wore, my product. So it's been, some good ones like that. But I just I'm hoping with my consistency and putting in the work with posting, I could get, more views and more shares because honestly, that's my with me not having brick and mortar, I don't have an actual shop someone can go to. I'm only online. So I kind of depend on marketing through social media and people reposting and getting it out there to reach other people in the world that I know I can't physically reach myself. That's why I go to a lot of pop-up shops and stuff, especially in Atlanta, because I know it's people that come from everywhere that go to some of these big conferences. And that's how I mean, like with Yandy. Yandy interviewed me, put me on her social media. That gave me, I had gained a lot of followers from that. So I try to put myself in spaces that allow me to network and get my brand out there because I can't physically be in all these places and I'm not a millionaire to say I can put a billboard up in every state so people will know who Iconic Kitty Cosmetics is. So I kind of depend on social media and for people to help me out and repost it and put it out there so it can get across the world globally.
Yes, ma'am, and that's a spirit to have. And like, that's salute to you for being on this 30-day journey of posting content, and that's what you got to do. You got to continue to show up. You got to continue to brand and market yourself, and just put your products and services out there. And it's just one of them things you don't know which of the ones gonna take your brand from where it is to where you desire it to be.
Yep.
That's why you got to show up. And
hmm
one thing about it, and that's what I keep in the back of my mind, no matter what. I'm like, I'm gonna keep showing up because I'm like, the next one might be the next one. Like, and you just like
Yeah.
the next one might be the one. But if you stop posting, you you'll never
You
know.
won't know. You won't know. You will
Yes.
not know if you stop. So I totally agree. So yeah, I just gotta like I was telling my daughter, she gave me encouraging words. I was like, I don't know about this, this content stuff. I'm probably just gonna stop posting. She was like, no, mom, you can't. She was like, you got it, you just gotta keep doing it because it does it makes me feel a little blah at times when I'm like,
Hmm.
well, I posted this and it has like 7 likes, but then I see that 200 people looked at it and 7 people liked it. So I'm like, do they not like the content, or are they just haters? Do they just intentionally look at stuff and don't, like it? I be looking so deep into it. Like, I really be wanting to know why. Like, if it can show, like, I'm the type, I would want to know who viewed it. And if it's somebody I know, I want to be like, hey, I saw you saw that. Did you not like it? Like, was it not your vibe? Like, what made you not like my post? But every single thing that Michael Jordan posts, you hit like before you even hear it all the way through. He can
Right.
be mid. He probably at the end of the sentence, he probably gonna say, I hate everybody in the world, but you hit like on the post, you don't even know what he about to say.
Right.
So
Yes,
it
ma'am.
just makes me curious, but I just try not to think too much into it. But my mind gets to racing sometime, and I just be like, what it is, because I know how I am. If it's
Right.
somebody I'm friends with, like if we friends on Facebook, Instagram, you post, especially local people and stuff. You posted, like, I follow a lot of makeup orders, due to that I sell cosmetics. Baby, a Montgomery makeup artist come by my thing, baby. I'm liking it. I'm hitting the heart eyes, like, oh, this look good. Like, that's just how I am. Because why would I not support you? Like, you're small, like you're a small business owner like me. Not that you're a small business owner like me. So I just feel like we automatically have a connection. So I'm gonna support you. Like, that's why I follow you. That's why we follow each other. I thought, so we can support each other. But a lot of times it's one sided. Like, I go on people post and like their stuff all the time, and they probably have never liked anything I posted. But I just still, because if I like it, I like it. I'm not gonna see your stuff and be like, oh, even though I like this, I'm not gonna heart it because she don't like my stuff. If I like it, I like it. So it is what it is.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Spot on. Everything you just broke down and said, I agree wholeheartedly. And just looking at your product line and just the name of some of the products, like you were saying, like a lot of them pay homage to the city. But I'm gonna tell you the one that caught my eye, like that True Divine Baptist Church. I was like, hold on now.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, okay.
Okay, Sister Lindy. Okay. Okay now.
Hey, I said she represent for the gun for real, for real. She shout out True Divine. Okay.
Yes, that's my church, Pastor Stephen Huntley. Yes, it is.
Yes, ma'am. In Burbank, ASU, the Gump, and that's Roll Tide Roll. Like, this just amazing, just paying homage to the city and just everything, like just everything that's a part of your life. Like you said, like you grew up mostly on the east side, so that pays homage with Burbank and your church, True
Mhm.
Divine. And I mean, I think that's amazing just in terms of how you've named the products. And I mean, hey, like you say on the website, it says be you, be beautiful, be iconic.
Yeah,
So
okay.
how did you come up with that
My
tagline
slogan. So
slogan?
I literally I was sitting there contemplating because I was like, I need a slogan, and I thought about it, and then I was like, at the end of the day, like I said, I always want people to be you. Like, you can be you in the raw and the natural, meaning you don't have to have anything on. You can be you, and you can be beautiful, and you can be iconic. Because what someone is an icon to someone else, it may not be an icon to you. But baby, anybody that put on anything on my brand, you're an iconic beauty to me. Off the rip, you're
Mm,
iconic to me. So it's like, I just want to encourage people, like, just to be yourself. And you are beautiful. We're all beautiful. We're all beautiful inside and out. So just, be yourself, be your beautiful self. And you're iconic to me. Whenever you put on one of my products, you iconic to me, baby. And just things that are important to me, my family, like Bert, like my lipstick Bert, that's my grandma, that's my heart, that's my baby right there. So some people you won't know unless you know, like, what some of the names mean. Like my best friends, that's the Dun Diva and Big Dog. One of my best friends, we call each other Big Dog, and when she calls herself the Dun Diva. So I had to show y'all love. So it's just things that how hold special places in my heart.
yes, ma'am. Absolutely. That's powerful. Just everything with the name of the products as well as the slogan. So when you launched the business last year in 2024, in July 2024, so what was the reception from your family once you put it out there officially?
Oh man, when I say so much love, when I tell you my immediate family, my cousins, aunties, great aunties, my friends, like because I'm also in the Air National Guard. I have a strong military crew. When I say they stand behind me 10 toes down, like, everyone supported me when I dropped, and still do. Like, it wasn't a one hit or quit. It wasn't a one time thing. Like they have supported me from when I dropped to up to now. They still tag me when they wear my stuff. They'll send me content. Like it's overwhelming. I haven't experienced the when people say, like what those supposed to be like your family probably not your biggest supporters. Now on that end, that's not my issue. My family holds me down. I have one sister, one brother. My parents, they're still married, they're still together. Hold me down. My aunties, everybody is so supportive, and my close friends. Now, I have the associates, those ones like I'd be like, dang, you could told Nat King Cole happy birthday, but like you have those ones. But my close people, like my people that I pick up the phone and call, like they've always held me down. Like always, without a doubt. And I appreciate them and I love them so much. I always appreciate when I just like when I'm not even expecting it. Like sometimes, they might hit me up and let me know, like, hey, I'm about to tag you or something. So I expect it. But I love it when it's unexpected. Like when I just get an alert and say you were tagged, and I'm like, what's this? I'm like, oh, friend, got it on tonight. She look good. You know what I mean? Like it gets me excited because some people like me, because I don't typically wear like foundation and concealer. Like that's probably like a twice a year special occasion type thing to me. So when I have the full face, like I haven't had a full face since my birthday. When I had my birthday party in July, that's the last time I had a full face of makeup. But when I put it on, it's just like it's something different. It's like you already can't tell me nothing, but you for real can't tell me nothing when I step out like that. Like don't nobody even you can't even look at me sideways because I know I put it on. I did that. Like that's how I feel. And so when my friends put on the makeup and they tag me, I just know how they feel. Like, oh yeah, I did that. Like I look good. Like I love for people to just love how they look after they put on products. I just love that feeling.
Wow, that's amazing. Like, shout out to your family, your immediate family for showing you love, supporting the business, supporting the brand. And that is true. And unfortunately, a lot of times, in a lot of cases, and I know exactly what you're talking about, just in terms of people that post, hey, your biggest supporters want to be your family. And unfortunately, that's how it is. Like people that, in some cases, people that know
Hmm.
you the best, they're the ones that typically scroll past your stuff and or not support. So hats off to your family for showing you love and supporting the brand. That's amazing.
Yeah, because I get so irritated for people like that I call associates. Like when I was lunching, when like nobody asked you to do this, but like you went out your way to go in my DM and be like, oh, I can't wait to support you. Like when I put it out that I would be lunching, you went out your way to write me, oh, I can't wait till you lunch and support you. Woo, woo, woo. Baby, I'm still waiting on to this day. When you supported me, when you shared or liked or purchased anything from me. But this is what gets me. And the Lord works with me with this because some of my friends call me crazy. Do you know a lot of the people that have not supported me that told me they would, not for me asking, that just, when you say you about to do something and how people be like, oh, I can't wait till you drop them a support. They have businesses as well. I've been supporting their businesses for years and they have not supported me one time. And I still, like I'm talking photographers, I still book you for a photography session. I still book you for makeup sessions, but you've never purchased anything from me. You've never done that. But I'm not gonna block my blessing to be and be like you because I don't know what's your reasoning. I just know that you be in my DMs and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this, or you be like, oh, I see you got a sale. I'm gonna get this, and I just be like, what's so hard about? I want to say, the link in the bio. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what you want me to say besides the link is in the bio. Like, but yeah, that's just so crazy to me how I've supported people that have, businesses, whether it's a side hustle, whether you making plays, you selling candy grapes, and I buy from you. I tell my sister about it, like, hey, she made pork chops. I know you like pork chop sandwiches, but you've yet to support me. But it's okay. I don't like I said, the Lord is working with me there, so I don't let it get to me like I used to. But I used to, I would write a list, be like, oh, okay, I don't bought from her, I don't bought from him, I don't did this, and this. And they came by like one lip gloss. I'd be like, wow. But I'm better, so I don't do that anymore. I
Yes,
just be like,
ma'am.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Hey, no judgment here. I definitely understand. And like you said, don't block your blessings. Like continue
Right.
to do whatever's on your heart. If it's on your heart to
Yep,
support,
exactly. If it's on my
support.
heart, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like the
Yeah.
post. I'm gonna book you if I need a photographer and I know you're good. I'm gonna book you. I'm gonna do all that.
Absolutely. Like that's how you do it. So you say you're in the Air National Guard as well. So thank you for your
Mhm.
service in the military. That's cool. So
Oh, thank you for your support.
yes, ma'am. So what are some of those principles you learned by being in the military that you apply in your business?
Integrity first.
Mm,
Integrity first. I don't like you got to do the right thing when people aren't looking. Like you is integrity is a big thing to me in time. Like if you tell me to be somewhere at a certain time or whatever, at least if you're not going to be there in time, at least give me a heads up. But it aggravates me so bad. Like if someone says we're going to dinner at 8 o'clock, and I get there at 8 o'clock, and you show up at 8:20, then call, text. I'm like,
mm,
are we serious right now? But yes, but integrity, like you do the right thing when nobody's looking. Please do
mm.
the right thing, whether you think someone sees it or not. Because I do believe whatever you did that wasn't done right, it's gonna come back some way. It's gonna come back. I just believe that. So, just have integrity first. And that's one of our core values. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. And I am gonna put my best into my products. It's the best that I can give. I put my hard earned money into it. I didn't take out any loans or anything. I just saved money to the side and was like, this is what I'll use to launch my business. And so it hits hard when it's like something like you worked for. Like I set these pennies to the side, and it was not by far cheap at all. So, and I know a lot of people like it would have been easy for me to get along. I don't have bad credit or anything like that, but I just hate owing people. I just got to think, I already got a house. I owe them people. You know what I mean? So if I can get out of it without owing people and it doesn't hurt me financially, I just like that route. That's just me personally. So I did use my own money to start my business. But of course, I do know the difference. I have a business account, business credit card, so I don't mix my personal money. Like once I got my business started, then all my business money was my business money, and my personal is my personal. I don't interchange the two, but I did use my personal money to start my business.
Okay, good stuff. And those are great principles that you learned in the military that you apply to your business, integrity, service before self, the level of excellence, and just being on time and being timely. Like those are all amazing principles. And also the point you made about putting up your money and then investing in your business and not checking out a loan. That's dope because that shows your level of commitment that you're willing to sacrifice and not necessarily
Mhm.
go out and have a good time, but you say, hey, I'm gonna take this
Yeah.
money, put it to
I
the
didn't go
side.
outside last year, Doug. I didn't go outside last year. I was
Hey,
besides my daughter's birthday. I was in the house because me and my girlfriends we typically go on a trip every year,
right.
and I told y'all I'm inside this year. Like I'm always going on cruises. I'm always doing stuff. But last year I didn't even have a birthday party. I have a birthday party every year. I did not have a. That was my first time not having a birthday party in like 8 years. I didn't have a birthday party last year. I didn't go on a girls trip. I celebrated my daughter's birthday. I took her to Jamaica for her 18th birthday. But outside of that was I was not outside. I was grinding. When I tell you I was in grind mode, like I meant that. I was in grind mode last year. But
Yes,
Auntie
ma'am.
back outside this year, but I was in grind mode last year.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And like that's what it's about. Like sacrificing, like you said, you stayed inside last year, poured this money into the brand, the business, didn't
Mhm.
celebrate the birthday last year, then go on the birthday trip. I think that's great. I mean, that's amazing just to have that level of discipline to sacrifice. I mean, because taking out a loan, nothing wrong with that. But I like your path better. Like I'm the same type of way. I don't like to owe anybody. So let me just sacrifice going out to eat 3 nights a week. Let me just sacrifice some of the
Right.
things that
Mhm.
I can do. I can pick those things back up later on. So hats off to you for just pouring into your brand. And hey, you've been here a year strong and plenty more years to come.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I love what you're doing with your podcast. It's such a positive environment. It's just like I'm literally like laying here like rubbing my feet together, like just talking like I'm talking to one of my homeboys. Just like, yes, it makes me feel so comfortable. Especially with me being such a shy person. It's very easy for me to speak to you like this. I really enjoy this setting that we're like, it's like a phone conversation, like talking to somebody I've known for years on the phone. So I do. appreciate you. I know your podcast is going to do so well. I just know it because, I mean, you're a positive person. And I just feel like, positive people attract great things. I just believe that. So,
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Definitely appreciate those words. And I mean, just, it's just great and like, that's really why I started the podcast because I wanted to just bring positive light to Montgomery. You from Montgomery, I'm from Montgomery. We know what we see on social media. Like, this picture of Montgomery is painted as just this wild, crazy place. And Montgomery
hmm
is not like that. Like, Montgomery, like, all of Montgomery ain't like that. Like, no matter where you go, whether you go to Orlando, Atlanta, New Orleans, you got good sides and bad sides, and
best.
Montgomery is no different. So,
Yep. You're absolutely right.
so just in terms of everything you got on your plate, so your mom, you're in the military, you're building this brand, iconic Kitty Cosmetics LLC, and whatever other roles and responsibilities you may have, with everything on your plate, what do you do to decompress and get away from the hustle and bustle?
I am such a homebody. Like I just love being at home. And I go like to places by myself. I like to go to dinner by myself. I'll go to the movies by myself. Like I'm really kind of like a loner. Like I don't have to be in a crowd. Like I do enjoy going out with my friends. I do enjoy going out with my friends, but it's nothing like just me being in the house. Cause I only have one child, and so my daughter, she's in her freshman year of college. Actually, that's what I did today. I came to visit my daughter. It's my first time seeing her in 6 weeks since I sent her off to college. She goes to South Alabama in Mobile, and so everyone was worried about me, like, "What you gonna do? You in the house by yourself? What you gonna do?" And I was a little worried. So I was like, "Dang, you really got nobody to talk to, like in the house. Like, of course I can call people, but when I say I am not bothered, like." It is fine. As long as I can talk to my daughter on the phone, we FaceTime and stuff. Like, I'm okay. I'm actually okay. But people will be like, oh, you gonna lose your mind in the house by yourself. I'm actually good. I be catching up on TV shows. I'm posting content. I'm making content. I have a photo shoot this weekend. Like I'm booking more things. I had 2 events this past weekend. I have one on Sunday. Like I'm booking myself more now since my daughter's graduated high school because I had to stop doing certain pop-up shops because it was so time consuming with her, getting ready to graduate and I had her graduation party and all this stuff. So now that, she's here in Mobile, I'm able to do more with my business. So it actually isn't a bad thing. I actually have more time to do things business related.
Okay, that's awesome stuff, and that's great that you have those outlets. Being a homebody at the house, kicking it, catching up on shows, and uploading content, and just staying out the way. Like that's it's all about finding just those avenues just to get away from the hustle and bustle, and that's great that you have those avenues. And congrats to your daughter finishing up high school and starting college. That's amazing, and I know you're a
Thank
proud
you.
mom.
I am. She's a good kid. I am. I'm a proud mom. She
Ma'am.
taking all my money, but I'm a proud mom now.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
look, I was like, I know that's the only reason why she thought, oh, coming to visit. She just want to go out there because she was like, Mom, I haven't been out to eat like to a sit down restaurant since I was at home because I gotta save my money. So of course that's the first. I said, what you want to do? I want to go out to eat.
Mm,
She was like, but
yeah.
it gotta be somewhere that I know I can't afford because you paying for it. I was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just gonna hang out a couple of days and do some fun stuff and eat and stuff and take her shopping and then I'll head on back.
Hey, that is so amazing, and that's just great that you get to just share this moment with her, be down there and helping her move into a dorm, and it's just these are the moments to like. This is a word of advice to your daughter if she's listening. Well, if she listens when this podcast come out, cherish these moments with mom. They're amazing. Like there's nothing like a mother's love, and cherish these moments for real.
Thank you. I'm gonna make sure she gonna listen to it. I'm gonna make sure she listens to it. Oh, my daughter is a great supporter. People think, let me tell you what people think. People think because my mama always talking about me. She like to tell her friend, y'all think because she got a business, she just give me her stuff. No, I gotta buy it too. I'm like, Mom. wait, I was like, wait till I take off. When I take off and when I get the booming, baby, you ain't gonna have to buy no products. But right now, while I'm still hustling, yeah, you gotta buy the products. And my daughter, it's just so cute to me that she places orders. Like she don't just be like, Ma, I can get lip gloss. She legit, she be waiting on my sales. When she know I'm dropping the sale, she be like, when your sale coming up, Mom? She the first one to place an order. Oh, I'm gonna order two of them lip gloss. She put her order in. I get my notification. She be like, you don't gotta put in the bag, Ma. You can say the bags. I'm in the house. So
Nice.
yes, they literally support me. Like my daughter, my mom, my sister, like they purchase products from me. But I always tell them when I hit big, now when I do my big one, y'all ain't gonna have to buy no products. I got y'all. But right now I'm in ground mode. So everybody gotta buy it now.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. No, that's great that your daughter's supporting the brand and like you've already touched on, your parents, siblings supporting the brand. Like that's what it's all about. I mean, it's just great just to have that village. And I know we hear village, we always think in context of when we're children, but it takes a village when we're adults. And it sounds like
Yes.
your village is still strong and intact and supportive. And that's amazing.
Yes, yes, it is. I am grateful for that because, like I said, I know some people like that their immediate, family don't even support them. And to know all of my immediate family and my cousins and stuff, they all support me. That's amazing. And I can't thank them enough. Like I'm so proud, like when I go somewhere and they telling people about me. Like, oh, y'all gotta check my cousin website out. Like, or my niece website. Like I love it, and my friends that ask me for business cards so that they can pass them out to people. Like I love that. I love that so much.
Yes, ma'am. That's powerful stuff. You've done great things with the brand. I know great things are coming down the pipeline, which leads to my next portion, vision. What are some of your short-term and long-term goals for the company you feel comfortable sharing?
So short term for me personally, my personal short term goals is to book as many like pop up shops in different areas. Like I'm supposed to hear back for an event that's in Huntsville in November. By the end of tomorrow, they'll let me know if I was accepted to be a vendor. But I have to do a lot of research to put myself in places where I can be seen. Like that's a strategic goal to me because it's not always about just going to pop-up shops. It's like who will be there and where is it located type thing. Because I can go to 30, local pop-up shops and the same people may be attending. But no, I know I may have to go to Huntsville, I may have to go to Atlanta, I may have to go to, North Carolina. I got to get out of the comfort zone for just only, being local. I really, my short term goal is to work on putting myself out there. Like I'm one of the vendors at a creator award show in Atlanta this coming up Sunday, and I'm excited about that because I've never been a vendor at an event like that. Like where you dress up is actually like in an award show and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. That's different. But yes, I want to put myself in places to be at different type of conferences and stuff like Invest Fest. When I went to Invest Fest, that was a great experience. I wasn't a vendor at Invest Fest because I knew I wasn't ready to tackle that, and I didn't have any help. It would have just been me, like because it was a 3 day event that started on a Friday, and it was too late, for me to ask one of my friends to take off work and stuff. So I was like, and my daughter was off to college, so I was like, it's too big of an event for me to try to tackle it alone. I said, but I at least want to be in the room. And so with me being in the room, I was able to give Tabitha Brown's husband my products to give to Tabitha. Did he ever give it to her? I don't know, but I did my part. I was just excited and grateful that he was so nice and receptive to take the products and told me, that he would give it to her. So my short-term goal is to work more on strategically placing myself in rooms where people that could potentially help me to spread my brand out to more people. That's my short-term vision. I just have to work hard to put myself out there in certain places because that's like you said, it takes one time and sometimes one person, it takes one person on the platform sometimes to be like, hey y'all should check out this product. I used it and I loved it and people, blow up. I see those type of stories all the time. But even if that's not my story, I don't care if it's somebody local and and it's a big influencer and they like check her out. Like I just know the power of social media because I see it all the time. I be on TikTok all night laughing and looking at stuff and it's amazing. It brings me joy when I see like, oh, somebody reposted this and this person blew up just from making a TikTok. Like I love that for them. I absolutely love it. So I just want to place myself in places that I think will help my brand to help people, share it and tell other people about it. Because ultimately, of course, you want to make money, you want more sales. That's, the end goal to get it out there, so that I could possibly not have a, 9 to 5 and I could do it full time. That's my long-term goal, is to 100% be an entrepreneur and be behind Iconic Kitty Cosmetics without having to have a 9 to 5 as well. That's my long-term goal.
Yes, ma'am. Those are powerful goals, both short term and long term. And I have no doubt you'll put in the work and make them come to fruition.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. As we wrap up the podcast, I want to ask $1 million question. So I started this podcast because I wanted to highlight the greatness connected to the city of Montgomery, whether you were born here or lived here for a significant period of your life, be it college, military, or work. You being a hometown hero, I got to ask you, what do you appreciate the most about the city of Montgomery?
What I appreciate the most is how other local businesses will allow me to put myself in, like these makeup artists. When I tell you, because I some people are funny. Like sometimes I could ask a makeup artist like, hey, I would like for you to do my makeup, but do you mind using my product? Some people are funny, they only like to use certain products. But when I tell you, every single makeup artist in Montgomery have never turned me away. They're like, yes, I would love to use your products. And they tag me, they post me, they tell people about me. That's what I love. Like on the entrepreneur side, I love that they're super excited to allow me to use my products and work with me. Like, and it's like no strings attached. It's not like, okay, well, if I use your products, it's an extra fee because you doing this and that. Because, people love to throw in extra fees and stuff. But it's always been love when, or if even if they're not doing my makeup, if I say, hey, if I give you this product, do you mind, would you use it or whatever, on that aspect, it's always been love on the entrepreneur side. And I love that. But my city as a whole, like me from growing up, it's the music for me. The gump music gonna hit it every time. It's the music for me. Baby, I'm a bop to every rap song, hit the flow. I love rap music and they gives me that. Montgomery gives me the rap music that I need. And
Yes.
I love it. And I like I said, I just love the people. I love the community. Like you said, everybody's not bad. You have certain areas of town that, people try to say are worse than others, but at the end of the day, it's crime everywhere. It just may be, a higher level in some areas. But I love my people. I love the music that they give. I love how people support me when it comes to being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Like they don't mind using my products. So overall, I think Montgomery is a great place. Do I think I'm gonna be in Montgomery or a Pike Road forever? No, that's not like I think I ultimately probably end up moving back to Florida ultimately because I just love water, beach, and sand. So, but it's a great place. I know people say bad things about it a lot of the time and stuff, and crime can get out of control sometimes and stuff. But it's home to me at the end of the day. I would always, even if I moved, I would always come back to visit the Gulf.
Yes, ma'am. Powerful stuff. So how can the people connect with you? What are your social media handles and website?
Social media across the board: TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, Iconic Kitty Cosmetics. My website is iconickittycosmetics.com. My business email is contact@iconickittycosmetics.com. So pretty much everything Iconic Kitty Cosmetics across social media, and you'll be able to find me. And I engage. That's a big thing to me. I engage on my posts, even though it may not only be 20 comments. I think it's very important to engage with people who comment on your stuff, to heart it or reply back. Sometimes it may be such a big influence of responses that you probably could only just at least heart them. You may not be able to respond to every single one, but that's a big thing to me, like, is because I'm not bigger than the program. I'm not bigger, or don't think I'm too much to respond to someone that said, oh, I love this lipstick. Oh, I'm gonna say thank you so much. Like, that's just my personality, because I know when I comment under somebody's stuff, or if I'm interacting with someone that's on live and I'm writing stuff like, oh, like this and that, and like you ignore, you're not interacting, like they'll be like, oh, okay, well, this probably my last time in your live, or commenting on your stuff. Especially when I see you only got 5 comments now. You ain't that busy now. Come on now. So you know what I mean? Like interaction is a big thing to me. So when people comment under my stuff, you best believe I even hit the heart, or I hit the heart and I wrote a comment back. Like that's a big thing to me because that goes a long way. Like that lights up people's day when someone responds and like, oh, she responded to me, like I get that a lot. Like people that DM me and I write them back and they're like, "Oh, I didn't think you would respond. Why you thought I won't respond? Why? I'm not bigger than the program." Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am. Powerful stuff. And of course, I'll put all of that contact information in the description of the episode. Hey, Quashondra, thanks again for the conversation. I really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you so much, and many blessings to you.
Yes, ma'am. You too. Good people, that concludes another dope episode of the Gumptown Podcast. In the meantime, in between time, y'all know what to do. Be blessed, be safe, but most importantly, have the audacity to be you. Go.